The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is talked about being the worst Spider-Man movie in Spider-Man history. Many fans disagree with a lot of the choices and how the film ended up being. Today's video, I will be looking at how Peter Parker failed as a hero in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and why the choices he made led up to the death of the love of his life. Sit back and enjoy.
Believe that if you could do good things for other people, you had a moral obligation to do those things. That's what's at stake here. Not choice, responsibility.
Spider-Man in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 found the code of what Uncle Ben and his father followed. This code would be thrown out the window during the events of Harry Osborn. Peter found out Harry was sick and dying. He knew there wasn't many options to save him, and knowing this, Spider-Man still said no, telling Harry it was for his own good. Now, the problem with this situation was that Peter knew Harry could die either way by giving him the blood or not, so there wasn't much of a risk other than him being cured or Harry dying. The choices were simple and they were laid out for Spider-Man, but Spider-Man still didn't want to part with his blood, even for his best friend. Peter and Harry are best friends in the comic books and previous films like the Raimi trilogy. It feels out of character for Peter to say no, or even to not try to find scientists to look for his blood. It's understandable why he wouldn't want this to happen if it gets into the wrong hands, but overall, I feel like Spider-Man is someone that would fight to the end to save his friends and the ones that he cares about. The moment Spider-Man said no, not only spat into the face of Harry Osborn, but the code Peter tries so desperately to follow in the previous film after the death of Uncle Ben. The principle was, if you could do good things for other people, you had a moral obligation to do those things, not choice, but responsibility. Spider-Man, during these moments with Harry, seems to forget this because Spider-Man had all the power to help his friend Harry. Even Harry would state in the movie he was going to die either way.
Our blood isn't compatible, you could die.
I'm already dying. Your blood can't make me die more.
So why not try to help him even if he died? This was Harry's wish, and even Peter, understanding what his friend wanted, he decided to throw away responsibility. Because of Peter throwing away his moral obligation to save Harry, Harry becomes angered because he knows Spider-Man was somebody that was supposed to help people and bring hope to other people. And because of his choice for not helping him, he felt betrayed, like backstabbed. Harry knew that if his blood isn't compatible, it wouldn't matter to him. So going into the conversation with Spider-Man, he really just wanted him to help him. This moment after Peter says no, Spider-Man would fail as a hero and would lead Harry into taking matters into his own hands. Harry would free Electro and take a more dangerous injection that would make him go insane and lose his way, and he would become the Goblin. Karma would hit Spider-Man because of his choice later on in the film, and Green Goblin would confront Spider-Man. We can understand why Harry would be upset with Spider-Man because as one of his best friends, he told him no and decided to leave it up to fate to decide Harry's death. Harry was someone that didn't have many friends, so for him to hold out hope and be denied, he truly had nothing left. His father died, Peter betrayed him, and he was dying. Harry didn't have anything else to lose, so he thought he would repay the favor by taking away Gwen, and I believe this is Spider-Man's fault, not because of the web wasn't in time to save Gwen, but because it could have been all prevented with that one scene where Spider-Man would talk to Harry, and everything could have been undone, but Peter didn't want to do more homework on the situation and didn't want to put in more effort into helping one of his best friends, and for that Spider-Man failed as a hero, and for that the consequences that would come next for Peter were his fault and his fault alone. Let me know what you guys think about Spider-Man failing as a hero in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and if you guys do like these type of videos, do make sure to subscribe, like, share, and turn your notifications on so you and your friends are all up to date with the latest content. But anyways, as always,
You're a fraud, Spider-Man!